Fajné. Našel jsem zbývající demigujse. A už jsem se taky našel, kde je ten mlejn. Já jsem věděl, že ten mlejn jsem někde viděl. Naprosto jistý. Rychle odevzdám pro lepší alohomora. Pak máme poklad a pak jdeme jako. Hej, co to vyvádíte?
What if he sticks like this?
What? Don't be silly. It's all well.
Já hlásím vás učitelům.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Ne.
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible. Thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know. Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity. Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
Ne.
Revelio.
To hnedka jdeme zkusit. Tady byl jeden. Tady.
Alohomora.
Tak.
Revelio.
Úplně prázdný. And anyway.
Revelio.
Talk to Pippin about the below. How fitting it would be if the key to my cure lay in the Rainhair, Angelica, Formula Essence, Sagittine, Leanward. Jo, jenom animace. Rightly.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Počkej, truhlička. evidentně do úplně jiné strany. Ale to mě teď nemusí zajímat. Řešit hodiny. Nebo bude chtít arestu momentu. Třeba tady ukáž meče a nic.
Lumos.
Meče, jo.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Já chci. Jo, tady taky skříň. Klíč byl dole.
Revelio.
Ty chceš... Tohle to.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Jsou tady ještě jedny. A poslední tajemství, tady je tma. Jsou ty zvonky, ne? Koníka chtějí. Je tady.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Ne?
Revelio.
To je otevřený. Bude se svítit. Fajn, je to páčko.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Voilà. Vážně to jsou všichni? Tady. Dal jsem to tak. Ne, ty jsem teďka vzal.
Revelio.
Ne. Jo, Hogwarts. Poslední mystery jsou konky. Well. A je to tady. Hledal. Tady dole. Podledu jsou
Revelio.
zvukem.
There's something about that tree.
Levioso.
Interesting way to hide some treasure. These rocks have seen better days.
Revelio.
Ain't that bad. Right. Dvanáct, 16, že jo? Jo, 13 jeden jsem odevzdal, takže ještě 3 mě scházejí. Ještě 3.
Revelio.
Ale nám jako... Teď... Pálit.
Incendio.
That solves that.
Revelio.
Dáme se.
Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa. A pak to mám zmrazit. Leviosa. Leviosa.
Glacius. Revelio.
I should investigate.
Lumos. Revelio.
Gandalfe bílý, si to ty. Tvoje oči. Ježišmarja. To osilnilo víc jak pleš krále Neptuna.
Revelio.
Well. Jsem to nechal, až to vypadalo zajímavě.
Lumos.
Koukejte na to.
Confringo.
Když vás teda světlo neoslepí. To se v grafických ovladačích načí špatně.
Revelio.
Aha, ale se jenom objevila prostě truhla. Já vážím pohledávat věci jenom ve tmě. Dá spíš v noci.
Confringo. Revelio.
Challenge.
Revelio.
Nebudu já vůbec použít ty žáby? Nebo díky koštěti ztrácejí krapet? A významu.
Revelio.
Puzzle asi pěkný, ale mám koště, tak...
Confringo. Incendio. Stupid one.
Away from, okay. Pak někdy prostě.
greedier than nippers and meaner than trolls.
Počkáme na
Like her
Poppy.
to forget.
Koukneme na hokej.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she
Dobra, to
sending
bude
you?
kašle.
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg.
Jo, tygří matka. Nechce nechat
Here we are.
děťátku
I
svobodu.
do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might
Wunderbar.
take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Jasně. Já nás mám dovíst.
There she is,
Houbě.
above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Páni, dost masakr.
Incendio.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Accio. Incendio. Protego. Stupto. Confringo. Revelio.
Evidentně to nebyla sama. Vedeme. Já ne dlouho. Where are you, Smithy? Go to... What? You are joining us in Borneo? I know you have our hopes about the fighting ring, but the true galleons are in Acromantulas. Ilchi. You wouldn't believe how much Violet I made few days ago. Not to mention Borneo's not half bad too. Anyway, I will be moving on soon. Egypt perhaps. It's such a relief not to be weighted down anymore. See you soon.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Revelio.
Ty pište, že to... No jo, chtějí nás držet napjatý.
There she is again.
She's
From a distance.
fantastic.
Partonaxi. Přišel jsem si pro radu.
Revelio.
Mám nechat Anduina zničit náš svět?
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Mluv za sebe. Já jsem alfa vlk. Já rozhodně nevypadám jako ovce.
Revelio.
Takovýhle běta keci. Jiných pro jiný.
What's your step?
Nebo něco, co by říkali lidé na internetu. Vidíte, drak má vlastní pevnost.
She must have been starved to pick off a grabhorn.
Or just raring for a fight?
Hele, tebe. Ještě musím chytnout. Fenixe. Jak Starving, jasně, že bys si vybrala tohle zvíře. Je daleko větší než my.
There's no coming back now.
Nemá cenu si hrát na vojáčky.
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Že jo.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
To se zvířete, jo. Vidíte, mluvit draky je daleko víc než hady.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Abych měla šanci použít ripéru, ne?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it.
Chytrá
and
holka.
we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me.
Jako se žirafa má v
Wouldn't blame
Husky
you
parku.
one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Jeho, na tom jsem se nasmál víc, než bych měl. Prostě chytrá holka, vykoukne tam žirafa z toho keře.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horntail Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
To jdou po nás.
How could I have been so blind?
Tips in the hat, please. New instruments are expected.
No tak, si nemůžeš nechat jen tak pro sebe, ne? To poděl. Ale potom vyvineš. Ne. Komnata nejvyšší potřeby.
You've brewed.
Tak, krása. Furt lepší. Všema upgradama. To jako není, ale i bez upgradeu se v základu. Je ještě lepší. já budu používat ty Madragory. Vás nemusí. Hele, ukazuju jenom opice. Jako pejsek. Tady ty koníků přinášející smrt. Jo, taky máš na sobě ornamenty. Tebe. Nesíč na mě. Všechny povláď. Hladit. Krása. Já se něco zakousnu. Tak. Ne, mám tady. Tady. Eating first.
So frustrating.
Já za nic nemůžu.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an arrow telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not
Officer
keeping
Singer
a
dělá
closer
svoji
eye on
práci
you.
dost na prd.
And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But, Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Přesně, tady to taky nadhoděj. Ten proces není složitý, jen trvá dlouho.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Takže si máš, takže když to děláš, tak si máš vybrat období, kdy jsi nějaký veselý, jo, a ne na dně.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Důležitá otázka, můžete se změnit jenom na zvířata, co momentálně žijou. Jo, jak to funguje? Proč byste tady mohli být mamut, T-rex, pterodaktyl?
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe,
Bylo
but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Víš co, půjdeme za Sibes. To zní jako větší zábava.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. You're here. Good.
Tak v této hře vám dají volbu. Dozvíte, že ty kletby se naučit nemusíte. Když jsem odmítl Avada Kedavra, to jsem vůbec netušil.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Proč zase máš tam volnýho cápka?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Print report. Catacomb Asan yield more than I'm learning about our ancestors. Illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I don't ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay, amid thread over a sarcophagus, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. It would be thrilled to study the relic further. Only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Bandelové.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
That's it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Jo.
Confringo. Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Revelio. Leviosa.
Fantomas.
Finding a chest.
Revelio.
Conspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Jezdí všude.
Revelio.
Dole.
Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Repulsor. Revelio. Accio.
Tady je.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio.
Funguje.
Revelio. Accio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy.
All this
Revelio.
it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about
Incendio. Confringo.
often cave-ins.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine though.
Jo.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Confringo.
Vy.
There's something here by the altar.
Accio.
Pojď ven.
Incendio. Accio.
Svoboda. Já nedáhnu. Foolish mentioned the relic report and reminded to search must come before my fealty to the rule. I sense something about the relic. So that those chosen by English Oak want power, intuition, I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bone as the... Oh. I plan to return, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment. Learning the Imperious curse. Spell is set to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
Accio.
We're in it too. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Sebastiane, co ty myslí? Samozřejmě jsem nic neslyšel.
Revelio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio. Revelio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Už je hotový.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Dej to sem.
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Yes, I'd like to Imperium. Ne, jak chci je.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Fantastická čtyčka.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Confringo! Confringo!
Jestli vybavou.
Revelio. Confringo. Descendo. Confringo. Places. Stupefy. Descendo. Confringo. Levioso. Descendo. Confringo. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Revelio.
So,
Confringo.
proměnu.
Revelio.
Výhra? Ilči. Chlapci to dokázali.
Accio. Revelio.
Another
Sure.
barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Confringo. Descendo.
Šikanujem ho.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Jo, počkej. Potom. Takže...
Accio.
Do tebe. Petko a koleč. Tetrisový dílek a kolečko.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Tetris a
Accio.
kolečko.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Vypadá jako cesta dál.
Revelio.
Jo, ok, tady to je... Vzal. Dobrý.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo.
went there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio.
Relic. Bude se touhu nechal.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Accio.
The relic contain abundant potential. Possible could benefit not the wizard kind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to relic extent may be too great. Should we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Uh-oh. Počkej. Jak to, že on nás... Je slepej.
Ominous. Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
No tak fajn.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous.
Ale
This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Taháme Omenu se zafusekli. Ještě jedna kledba zbývá. Kdyby jen věděl. Vtipný, že s tebe děláme hlupáka. Ano. A tady tu.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Revelio.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
To jsou pod útokem. Jo.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Now smoke, tady mají normální barikády.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
There's nowhere to go.
What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Měl jsi ho nechat vybouchnout. Nebo pro mě výbušný barel a pak nechat vybouchnout. To je morální.
You did what you had to do. If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Esa bola poudy.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues, and the moons contained therein, were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
Revelio.
Má s profesorem Moonem. Nikdo se nekoukejte.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to her favourite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
To bych asi neměl. To je onen personal matar. Kterýho jsem se zaplet. Co za epický prank. Pálek na mysli.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Tak.
Revelio.
To je celý. Jaké zklamání. Dá se, sláva není všechno.
Revelio.
Care enough to remove
Je,
my
pane
demiguise
Pottere.
statues. Cheeky tourists.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
Poslal mi dopis.
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Revelio.
Co jsi říkal? Elí?
Alohomora.
Pojď se říká antiklimatický. Furt otvírám zámky. Bych si z toho zahrál Skyrim.
Revelio.
Je další simulátor na otvírání zámku. A hele, mi o vlku.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Alohomora.
Revelio.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your
Revelio.
time.
Nicoscope. Nicoscope is a type of dart detector and will spin, whistle and light up when it detects someone untrustworthy nearby. It should be used with caution, however, as it will alert and the unworthy to the users present almost instantly.
Revelio.
Říkáte, že je to dost naprt, jo?
Alohomora.
Revelio.
Žádný demiguisové. Pení tam.
Alohomora.
Revelio.
No počkej, more potions, OK. Prostě bude strašit.
Revelio.
What will I do without her?
Nemám ducha.
Aloha, Mora.
Revelio.
Kreslo to vážně? Yep. To fakt hodně.
Revelio.
The unforgivable curses weren't always outlawed.
Do vybavení. Pak zase všechno prodat. Varda. Proč ne? Používám. Stone. Jestli moji přátelé. Jak se pohladit. Že? Chodit. Chodit. Jdeš. Tak, on si žrádlo.
Revelio.
Králo, taky. Řekli. Tak. Prodat věcí. Pak půjdeme za Moonem.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Os. To jedna.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Un.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was an old schoolmate of yours, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Fajn, zasloužil si to. Teď se já budu cítit špatně, jsem mu vůbec pomohl. Jo, long. Důležitý. Guarda. Close. Image. Oh. Ja, så. Nezjistíme. Jo. Přesně to, co jsem chtěl. Budem čarovný. Majdelf nikdy nechodí pozdě. Teď. Takhle je ultimátní čaroděj.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Krapec stály.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
To jsem někde četl.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Tak, mělo by to být tady.
Not enough reflection on the
Revelio.
Hororová hudba.
Accio. Levioso. Bombarda. Alohomora. Revelio.
To jiné? Tak ne, to už je to. Kombatu. Get out. Počkej, ten kluby nemluví, Kovaluk. Vlastně potřebuju Amita. Který tvrdí, že to...
Revelio.
Well, Madame Kigao.
Amite, jsi schopný jít na výměnu drog? náš překladatel.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Oh boy.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Foreshadowing. Jako smůla za gobliny nás asi neprodá.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Pojď, Amide. Jde se umírat.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
Jo.
Revelio.
The door is looking at us.
Jak ho šťouknu do oka hůlkou.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Že jo, jako s trpaslíkama. Jsou tak malí, proč všechno staví tak obrovský?
Lumos.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Pojď, pojďte se, jo. Tam ještě nepasivou.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. Who's that?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Shh. Kdo o ničem neví.
Bombardo. Confringo. Revelio.
Tohle je tiché exploze. Čarodějové tady předvádí ASMR výbuch.
Lumos. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Army.
Indiana Jones.
See if we can find any plans.
Ale víc cool.
Bound to be plans around here, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Not quiet enough.
What are you thinking about? You'll see.
Revelio. Shh.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Toho seš tady ty.
Revelio.
Clever. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
It's Totalis.
Nic.
An intruder!
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Revelio.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Revelio.
U nás nikdo není.
Confringo.
Revelio. Revelio.
Nice.
Revelio. Accio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Lumos. Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Všichni.
Hello?
Nic si neviděl. Okay.
Should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Proč se on bojí? To šlo úplně perfektně.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found.
I'll be quiet. I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Milé překvapení. Jenom hlína. Nějaký kubos.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift. A welcome sight indeed.
Oh jo, už. Budou na nás čekat. Ne?
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Ne. Je to přísně tajný.
That wasn't so bad, was it? It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Napiš o tom ve svých memoárech.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch. and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it. But I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
No to být vážná scéna, ale s touhle maskou to prostě nejde. Nemůžu tě brát vážně. Podíval ses na mě? Ne, to... Ne, nehoří.
Revelio.
Který jsem na ně koukal.
Revelio.
Tak jsem blázen.
Revelio.
Asi sem.